By molten steel.
It's molten steel that was being dug out.
Underground fires smoldered for months, fed by molten steel.
Molten steel. Molten steel running down the channel rails. Like you're in a foundry.
Yeah, like lava.
Like lava.
It looks like a volcano went off, not a bomb. There's ash knee deep. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen, and the American public needs to see it. They need to see what has been done to this country. Not a bomb. It looks like a volcano went.
This is like watching the collapse of an active volcano.
Like lava.
Like lava.
Where was everybody?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you didn't find a shard of glass, anything that looked like would be used by a person. You just didn't see. It was just concrete, steel. That was it, and dust. And there were just thousands of guys on top of this giant mass of rubble with 5-gallon pails, just sifting through stuff, using bucket brigades.
You don't even know where to begin. What do I try to do first? I mean, it's monumental. The pile of rubble that's down there is monumental, and it's so big and it's so compacted that you feel minuscule, you know, and it's present.
Some of the debris from the collapsed building, even though it's been almost 22 hours, 23 hours since the building's actually collapsed. Some of the debris still blew up this morning onto the roof of a building in Battery City Park. That building caught fire. Firemen had to deal with that blaze. An already overstretched fire department in New York had to deal with it and did so. But that's the scene this morning in New York City with this pile of rubble, steel, concrete, a crime scene, but 6 stories tall.
They've begun using heavy equipment to haul away the wreckage of building number 7. Regardless of the fact that it's still burning. At the canteen, we hear some of the truck drivers complaining that some of these girders are so hot they cause the beds of the dump trucks to crack and split open.
It's still burning after months of rain.
This is how it's been since day one. Oh, it's unbelievable. And this is 6 weeks later, almost 6 weeks later. And as we get closer to the center of this, it gets hotter and hotter. It's probably 1,500 degrees. We've had some small windows into what we thought was the core at some point, and it looked like an oven. You know, it was just roaring inside. And it's just a bright reddish orange color. See that stuff he's pulling out? What was that, Chief? We're gonna hold off on the water. See the stuff he's pulling out? Yeah. It's red hot. If we hit it too much steam, you won't be able to see what he's doing.
You see how this debris is still smoking? That's from the fires that are still burning. 8 weeks later, we still got fires burning. Every now and then, one of the pieces of equipment will dig in, they'll open up a small area, the oxygen will rush in, and you'll get this plume of brown, black smoke coming up. That's because that fire just got more oxygen. So, I mean, these things are burning. At one point, I think they were about 2,800 degrees.
The fire hoses up top still pouring water on wreckage that has smoldered for 12 weeks now.
There was like a little river of steel, because when you were down there, you have to remember, above you, the project was on fire for months. So, we were down at the B1 level, and one of the firefighters said, I think you'd be interested in this, and they pulled off a big block of concrete, and there was like a little river of steel.
It's the craziest thing you've ever seen, and the American public needs to see it. They need to see what has been done to this